I'll tell you guys a little story. Go on this journey with me, right? This is a few years ago, before weed laws are as relaxed as they are now in California. And I was getting ready to fly out of state. And we're about to go through security, right? Like me and another comedian, we're gonna go fly to this gig. About to go through security. I'm like, oh, I better take another look through my backpack. And I'm glad that I did, because I looked through my backpack and I find these edibles in there, right? Like marijuana edibles. And I turned back to my buddy, and I was like, dude, I got these edibles in my backpack. And he's like, well, throw them away. And I was like, fuck off. Throw them away, you bitch. Like, dude, we're smuggling these things the old-fashioned way in our bloodstream, dude. Like, we're doing this. We're going to eat them. It's not like I have a fuck ton of edibles, all right? And, like, we get high a lot, we're going to be fine. And I was wrong about that. I was way wrong because, like, yeah, one of those edibles was a marijuana edible. I forgot the other one was chocolate mushrooms. Yeah, man, nah, it's not good. Not good. Okay, like, I don't know if you've been high as shit, but a bad place to feel that way is at, like, fucking 30,000 feet going 500 miles an hour on an aluminum tube of death. Just like, no! Like, it's... Like, I knew it was going to be a bad flight because we hadn't even taken off yet, and I was crying. I was like, I don't want to do this anymore, you know? Like, and then so I just did that thing where you look for, like, something to hang on to, right? To, like, kind of keep you anchored to reality. For me, is the empty seat next to me. But then somebody came and sat down and, like, fucked it up. But it wasn't that bad. It wasn't, like, a horrible human being. It was, like, this adorable Asian lady, right? And I was like, oh, my God. Like, if anybody can help me zen the fuck... That's weird as fuck, dude. Get the fuck off my stage, dude. Are you kidding me? Fucking... Why would he not go that way? Fuck that guy. All right. So anyway, I gotta cut to the chase of this shit. So I keep getting higher and higher on this flight, and I'm like, oh, I should eat something to help me be less high. Like, that's how my brain was thinking at the time. And so, like, I asked for some peanuts. And I'm not sure if you've ever eaten peanuts with a dry mouth. You can't fucking do it. Like, physics is like, no. Like, all it did was, like, make my lip stick to my teeth. So I was like, oh, I don't like this anymore. Like, I fucking... Like, what am I going to do? And so I'm like, oh, I'm a genius. I'll just put it in the vomit bag, right? And so I reach for the vomit bag. I start opening it, and, like, the 8 people around me are like, fuck, this is happening, you know? And I just start, like baby birding the peanut butter into the vomit bag. And, like, the Asian lady made eye contact with me and was, like, hella judgmental. I was like, that's wrong. And so... Anyway, we land, right? And I, like, feel so much better. I'm like, we made it. And so I grab my bag out of the overhead compartment. I start walking off the plane, and with every step, like, the anxiety's just melting away, right? I'm like, oh, I feel so much better. And after about 4 or 5 steps, this dude behind me starts freaking out. He's like, sir! Sir! And I have no idea that he's talking to me until I hear him say, sir, that's my suitcase! I'm like, fuck, he might be talking to me. And I look down, I'm not holding my own bag. I'm like, shit, you know? And so I just explained to him, like, dude, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to steal your bag. I'm just real high right now. And so, like, I leave the plane, and then we're about to go into the restroom because I'm like, I better pee before I leave. And at the exact time I'm walking in there, the fucking suitcase guy was too, and I can tell that he still hates me, right? So, like, we're as far apart at the urinals as you can possibly be. It's literally an angry pissing contest, right? And I finish first, I'm washing my hands, and I'm like, and then he starts walking towards me, and I think this guy's gonna try to fight me, right? But he doesn't. His whole demeanor had changed. I think while he was peeing, he looked at me and he's like, oh, you know what? This guy, he's a human being like me. He just made a mistake. I should go easy on him. And I think that's what happened, you guys, because as he's walking towards me, he says this. He goes, hey, man, I get it. They were both black. They looked a lot alike, and it was hard to tell them apart. And, like, I don't believe in Jesus, but now I kind of do a little bit because, like, at that exact moment in time, an African-American police officer walked out of one of the bathroom stalls. Yeah, and I could tell by the look on his face, like, he didn't know we were talking about suitcases. So I just looked back at dude, and I was like, you're a fucking racist. And I walked out of the bathroom, and I had my revenge. Hey, you guys, thanks so much. Really appreciate it. It's been a hell of a show. You guys are terrific.